right, let me first say I had work done on my mouth, so I really couldn't make a response video. Not immediately anyway. Couldn't do it. So I popped up and I realized that they actually made a response, and boy, let me tell you about it. This response was magnificent, fantastic. I mean, what better way to just throw it out there for you? Hold on. So I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinions on it. Um, Am I being stupid already? I might be being stupid. Okay, I am so sorry. I sometimes I can't control myself. Anyway, so let's look at it, and this is the official thing. Oh wait, no, you got to see my face. This is you can't do that. All right, so Astral Witchcraft set overview. The overview. In response to some players' feedback that the new Astral Witchcraft set mechanic is too strong and will greatly impact the game balance, we would like to provide some overview of the Astral Witchcraft set. I already don't like that. One, I'm just gonna say that you fucked up. just say that we want to explain how it's actually going to work. You did explain how it worked, and we just didn't like it. But I want to, and this is not to just rag it. This is actually going to be more of a discussionary piece about RNG in game in the gacha games, right? And why they shouldn't keep promoting it. And yes, the Ocean Wave set is RNG as well. Take it out. Just take it out. What I'm gonna say, I'm still gonna read it, but I just want to premise this in the beginning. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I find that when they put RNG, so much RNG in these games, it is an insult to us that we can't win. Ocean Waves, you're putting that on a unit, hoping that it procs so that you can so you can cheat out a turn instead of obviously having speed to have the character go faster enough to actually recycle itself, right? Same thing with a Violent Rune, is that's why you're doing that. Violent is just like, I don't think that my turn's gonna happen again, or a speed, so I'm hoping that if Violet proc happens and I get to do something else, or I get that heal up, or I bust out of the stun or something like that, because okay, you want to undo CC on yourself, you would have to get resistance. Screw that. Why would I go resistance when I could just Violet proc out of it? It's like an insult in my personal opinion, because it's almost as if you don't believe that your player base can come up with strategies. So you don't put in stuff like a revenge set. I think they call it counter engine in Astral artillery gear. I like stuff like that. The lower your HP is, your speed starts to go up. So like, there's things that you have to balance a little bit. There's so many other ways that you can go within the basic, and I get it. You don't always want to have everything based on pure stats, right? You want to have more unique ways of doing things. But how about like the immunity set? Immunity set is an amazing example. It allows the player to say, I want this unit specifically not to be CC'd, or have it harder for them to be CC'd or inflicted with debuffs when they first start off. It's an amazing set. You can also have a set that when the first turn, this character has more accuracy, things of that nature. Another really good example would be like the artifact system in Epic 7. Some of them do give, there's still some RNG in there, I'm not gonna lie, there's RNG everywhere, but there's more flexibility there. They'll be like, give this unit defense, and then every time this unit does this happens. Every time this character does an AoE, it heals off AoEs. Or if this unit does a single target attack, it makes mark and stuff like that. That's way more giving the player way more flexibility and creativity on what they want to do with their units in comparison to shit like this. And this is why when you make a strong enough set and you make it strong enough that people will just basically say, well, I'd rather just go with that. Then when you win PvE, and let's just remove PvP completely out of the gate, right? You remove PvP. Even when you beat an instance, if you win by a mechanic like that, I know like the whole cheating thing, right? Like, oh, you didn't win, it's empty victory. It's like, did you? It's like you didn't really do anything. Like it just feels weird. It's kind of like winning off a counterattack. Counterattack is RNG as well. It's one of the forms of RNG that I personally like because I think it's funny. But you know, because your turn is my turn kind of thing. Like, but even counterattacking is weird. I'd rather counterattacking be a built-in mechanic that the character has. If you attack me while this is happening or XYZ, I'm going to counterattack you. It gives the opponent the know-how. They can work around it. They can say, oh, well, I'm going to have to do this anyway. I'm screwed. I have to attack into this unit. It's going to counterattack me. Things of that nature. that's what I'm just talking about. And yes, you can still have your percentages of 50% chance to counterattack, 50% chance to getting an extra turn, 50% chance to attack to speed. And I'm not even gonna go that deep as far as like I actually don't like when there's a small percentage to do stuff versus it just happening, and then it's either resistance versus not accuracy. I'd rather just be that instead of like 2-3 different levels of accuracy and resistance. Shut up. All right, I'm just all right. So let's go into the response. I wanted to get that out the way because I know not that many people are gonna stick around to the end of it. Anyway, the astral set effect will not trigger consecutively in one turn, i.e., after triggering the effect each turn, there will be at most one additional action. Now, and let me just the skill cooldown will not be restored at the end of the extra one action granted by Astral Witchcraft set. The probability of triggering the set effect is 20%, which is relatively low. We believe that the new Astral Witchcraft set will bring richer strategic elements to the game. Nevertheless, we are paying close attention to your feedback related to game balance, and we would like to thank you for submitting your views, Dislyte team. I think the biggest issue here is that it's not to listen to feedback, it's to not just feedback, but you should be paying attention to how, like, you make decisions. These games make decisions based on what other games are doing. This is why if you really pay attention to a lot of the quality of life that's already in the game, the reason why they have it in the game is because they know that in other games what didn't work or what did. There's certain decisions that are made. You should know that the Violent Rune or anything similar to it, I'm pretty sure other games have it to a certain degree, right? Even Epic 7 has it. I think it's called RNL in Epic 7. But it's specified to a specific group of unit, which these are things that I don't mind, right? A specific type of unit can only get it. So let's say only blues can use it, or Dislyte is like green, purple, yellow, or orange, whatever. Only this type of unit can do it. So you limit the amount of characters that can have access to it. There's different levels to it that's a little bit better. But outside of that, it's just like, you know what you're doing. You knew where you got that idea from. And I've always said that if it works in a gacha game, just use it. Just freaking use it. It's fine. Most games are still, like I said, adapting it, and that's just where that's why the trigger comes here. It's just like, why did you put that in here? I think that Dislyte, it was already in an issue, in a state where people were complaining about the pity, and things like that, but they would have awesome characters, awesome the videos and stuff like that. And I've always said, even in my other video, this is not game breaking. It's not game breaking. It's not like some people might end up quitting it because of that, but it's just annoying. I think it's just annoying. It's like I said, and then you have will bring richer strategic elements to the game. No, that's not. There's nothing strategic about that. Strategic would be it being 100%. That would be strategic, because not saying no. I know someone's like, what? No, what I'm saying is that strategic is that something that's guaranteed to happen. And yes, you could say that there's strategy in weighing the options of something happening 20% versus 50 versus 30, things like that. And you're like trying to do the mathematical RNG soup in your head. But 9 times out of 10, if you really want to go with strategy is like, I'm going to make this character the fastest, because if I make this character fast, it's going to initiate and it's going to boost this character to go this. That's strategy. That's strategic. But this is not, RNG is not strategic. It's not. Because when it doesn't work in your favor, you lose, and you can't then come back to me when I ask you, why did I lose that run? And I have everybody on the Astral Witchcraft set. Why did I lose? And the only strategic thing that you could probably tell me, well, you didn't proc enough. you how many times did you proc? You put that set on, and then it's like, well, what other set should I use besides that? Like, oh, you could have used this set, this, and this. But it's like, you want to tell a person, well, oh, you don't have enough speed, your fastest character, or your debuffer, or your this, you need to put more speed on that character, because then if you do this XYZ, like it should make sense. It shouldn't be that, well, maybe you should try this set and hope to God that it triggers, and then maybe it can work out. It's like kind of how counter works. When you put on a counter set, you're not sitting there thinking that this is going to make the unit the best thing ever. It's the most strategic thing to do. You're just hoping that every once in a while it procs, and if it procs and it starts to do something stupid, then hey, whatever. But it's not like you're hoping, unless you're banking on, like, not banking, let me say, like, unless you have something like Rincey, who's in Dislyte, where he has a chance to counter, and then you're adding another element on top of it, giving him a counter set to further enhance something that he already kind of has. Instead of getting a unit that has no counter whatsoever in their kit, and then allowing them to counter because they have a really good S1 or something like that. Just stop it. RNG, you don't need to go this deep in RNG. You have Rune RNG. You have Rune Enhancement RNG, which is insane. So first you have to make sure that it's a 5-6 star rune. Then you have to make sure that the substats are good. Then you have to make sure that the substats land as you're enhancing and go into the right places. Then you have to... I mean, oh, I forgot the first step is hoping that you get the rune slot that you... Strategic, richer strategic. It's just silly. It's just so silly. Honestly, right now the best thing to do in the game would be to farm Chronos while the witchcraft set is still in there. Farm the easier content, save up all your witchcraft, and then when they do the switch, you'll have a bunch of the better runes, and you don't have to farm Fafnir, which is just more annoying to do, honestly. So it's just why why? I don't get it. And the fact that 20% is relatively low, it doesn't matter how low it is. Honestly, if you reduced it to like 10 or 5, you know, you could do that too. It's just the act of it just putting on a set like that and that it existing is just annoying. And then saying that it's for richer strategic, bro, come on. What did they say? Like, you're having a laugh at me. You having a laugh at me? It's just why I can't fathom. I really can't fathom like the whole point of it. I don't get it. Just don't put it in the game. I just got done watching Zox's video, and that's kind of what he was saying. Instead of putting it in the game, because that's like getting a slap in the face, and then you confront the person. Why the hell did you slap me in the face? And then they'll say, well, I'm sorry that I slapped you in the face. I was technically just trying to like wipe your face off, but I'm gonna slap you in a week. So, you know, be prepared. They're still going to do it. Even though people have basically told them that they don't want it in the game, they don't like it. Instead of just saying, you know what, we're not going to put it in, which would warrant a cool response from me. That would be nice. That would be decent. Though, as you guys know, I don't like to give devs credit for doing what they're supposed to do in comparison to like doing anything else. You're supposed to fix stuff when it's broken. You shouldn't put this in the game. That's how that works. Just don't put it in the game. You don't need to put it in the game. The witchcraft set is actually more in line of what I was talking about, actually having strategic. You're going against a comp that you know you're going to get CC'd. You are giving speed to the unit that is going to benefit after that. And it also gave speed to, I think, your entire team. Way more strategic than just, you know, when your turn comes up, you get to go, and then you might have a chance, you know, 20% chance that you might just get to do another action after that. Multiple ways they can change it. That they can make it that the follow-up action is only the S1. They can also change it that maybe it's the dual attack. You think I like dual attacking either? Dual attacking is big, dumb doo-doo shit. It's stupid ass mechanic. Epic 7 has it. Artillery Gear has it. It's a dumb mechanic. It's stupid. Why? Because randomly, while you're attacking and can still debuff and defense break and do whatever, another unit can then attack alongside of it and do nonsense. Now, do I mind it in like a dungeon faction when you're actually equipping units to do that, and it's a more fun, it's not clearing content, it's not like the main content is what I'm saying, because I know the dungeon would be content as well. It's different when it's subjugated, it's separated, it's a specific mode that you're trying to do with it. But we're obviously talking about PvE and PvP. That's what we're concerned about. It's like the stuff we're going to be doing regularly on a normal basis. Regularly on a normal basis means the same thing. Anyway, that's all I have to say about it. Let me know what you guys feel in the comment section. Do you guys feel like this is enough? Are you now more satisfied with the response that Dislyte laid out, or are you more thinking just don't put it in the game? Or maybe you're like, well, this, you know, let's feel it out. That's another response. I don't think that it has to be extreme as don't do it or do it fully. Because at that point, why don't you just do it fully? I think just throw it in the game and see how it works. And then, because I'm not even going to go through the list of units that benefit from having 2 turns. Things like that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.